They tried to tow our cars and shut down our kids' laughter, but when the old bylaws lit up on that garage door, the whole neighborhood turned. What happened next left Karen powerless, and it wasn't just about the grass. The grill hissed at 912 Quill Creek Court when Karen Delaney blew her silver whistle and yelled, "Stop the tag game, rules ban kids under 8 on turf." My daughter Maris and son Eamon froze mid-laugh, clutching hot dogs, mustard trembling, eyes flooding. Before we continue, please drop a like and comment below with your country and what time it is right now where you're watching. Whether it's sunrise in Australia, midnight in New York, afternoon in Canada, or evening in France, I want to know. Don't just sit back, tell me where in the world you are. Now, let's dive into the story. The bun slipped, the joy slipped faster. Neighbors stared, spatulas held like stunned flags. I felt my chest cave, the way old picture frames bend under heat. "They're just kids," I said. Karen tapped a binder labeled grounds. "Not on decorative lawns," she replied. The twins from next door, Juniper and Kit, whispered, "Is fun illegal?" Someone chuckled, then stopped because Karen's clipboard looked like a traffic ticket. She snapped photos of crying faces. When my father's ancient flag lifted over the porch, wind catching edges like memory, Karen pointed. "Improper display height." The grill popped. The party quieted. Then a neighbor shouted, "Enough." Years earlier, Quill Creek was cheap, cracked sidewalks and hopeful gardens, a place where second chances grew like dandelions between slabs. We bought the house with a dented mailbox. I was 22, new husband, new father, working evenings at Darlow Mill. The HOA promised order, painted curbs, tidy hedges, polite meetings with lemonade. We believed the flyers. Karen arrived with glossy rules, calling herself acting president, wearing golf shoes that clicked like punctuation. She praised uniform shrubs and measured house numbers, told stories about property values like bedtime tales. Maris learned to bike in circles around the maple stump. Eamon learned to jump over chalk rivers. We paid dues late sometimes, apologized with cookies. Karen accepted, frowning. At my first meeting, I asked about playground plans. Karen smiled thinly. "We maintain appearances, not liabilities." The room clapped politely. Something inside me decided to keep watching carefully. On Labor Day morning, we hauled the old steel grill to the curb. Larkin from 910 brought vinegar slaw. Mr. Osgood carried fireworks wrapped in a towel like contraband. I promised the kids tag after lunch, pointed at the flat green between mailboxes, our unofficial ball field since forever. "Short games, soft feet," I said. They nodded seriously, pinky swear. Neighbors filled folding chairs. Someone started Springsteen on a tinny speaker. The air tasted like charcoal and brown sugar. I called my sister Sable, told her to come before sundown. Karen walked by measuring the distance between lawn edges with her shoe, clipboard flipped to a page marked turf. I took a breath and chose not to worry. The hot dogs browned, the buns warmed, and for a minute the world was kind. Then the whistle pierced the afternoon like glass, and the sky seemed to lose its color. Karen read from the binder, "No games on decorative grass. Children under 8 restricted from common lawns except during sanctioned events." She underlined sanctioned, as if we had sinned. Maris tugged my sleeve. "Dad, did we make the grass sad?" Eamon hid his eyes behind his ketchup hand. The music stopped mid-chorus, leaving an empty drumbeat in my chest. I asked for mercy, not permission. "Give us 1 hour. We'll sweep every clover leaf." Karen checked her watch, then smirked. "You already wasted 15 minutes. Pack it up." Larkin stepped forward. "It's Labor Day. Working folks get 1 day to breathe." Karen shrugged. "Breathe somewhere compliant." She taped a yellow notice on our cooler, like warning tape. Mr. Osgood whispered, "She's itching for a challenge." I whispered back, "So am I." Karen lifted her phone to call security. I raised my voice, "Neighbors, meeting on the cul-de-sac." We formed a circle by the storm drain at Quill Creek Court. Grease smoke drifted like a signal flare. Karen followed, heels digging holes nobody could afford to fix. I reminded them of the forgotten budget line for a playground. We've paid for a swing set 3 times, I said. Larkin pulled receipts like magic tricks from a folder. Sable arrived, hair still wet from the laundromat dryers, holding lemonade and a look that could cut rope. Kids deserve a field, she said. The grass is for living. Karen announced fines, $50 per family for unauthorized activity. Additional penalty for emotional disruption. People gasped. Emotional disruption? Juniper muttered. Charge my feelings rent. Karen scribbled, unbothered. Mr. Osgood suggested a special vote. Karen laughed. Not on a holiday. Then the mail carrier, Alba, still in uniform, raised a finger. Actually, bylaws say emergency votes happen anytime. Alba read the clause aloud, stamped with official ink. Karen blinked. Context matters, she said. Larkin answered, so do words. The circle tightened. Someone restarted the music quietly, stubbornly. I moved the grill into the street, off the decorative lawn. Neighbors followed, rolling coolers like drums. Kids drew chalk borders, turning asphalt into a small, bright country. Karen filmed, telling us we were blocking emergency vehicles. Alba measured lane width with long strides, mailbag swinging. Plenty of clearance, she declared. Karen's video accidentally showed her own scowl. Sable passed plates. Vote now, she said. Emergency event designation, Labor Day field. Hands rose like prairie grass in wind. Karen hissed, invalid without a quorum. More hands lifted. A wind gust flipped Karen's binder. Pages skittered across asphalt like silver fish. Eamon chased one, giggling again. Karen lunged, slipped slightly, then steadied. She looked up, eyes colder than noon. Karen called the towing company. We heard the dispatcher through her speaker. Name and address? She recited ours carefully, like tasting power. People stiffened, protecting their car hoods instinctively. I stepped between her and the street. You tow we film, I said. Sable tapped her phone. Larkin trained his camcorder, old but relentless, red light blinking like a heartbeat. Karen smiled. I adore documentation. She cited an incident I never heard about. Prior disturbance, flag height violation. Heads turned toward our porch flag, fluttering. My father's memory felt threatened. Mr. Osgood shuffled forward. I kept the original bylaws, he said, voice like gravel. From a shoebox, he pulled pages smelling like basement and rain. Alba compared clauses like puzzles. The towing truck rumbled from Farview Avenue. Karen lifted her chin, triumphant. Then Alba snapped, "Halt. These bylaws trump your amendments." Karen's smile cracked. The truck idled, brakes sighing, waiting. We read the older rules aloud. Community space prioritized for neighborhood gatherings, especially national holidays. Play encouraged with adult supervision. Fines require vote after notice, not during picnics. Silence followed. Karen folded her arms, calculating. Those documents were replaced, she said. Alba shook her head. Never ratified properly. Missing signatures. Larkin projected a scanned copy on his garage door. Kids cheered softly, sensing the tide turning. I lifted Maris so she could see. Eamon traced the word play with his finger like learning a new alphabet of permission. Karen tried a new angle. That grass is decorative by contract. Mr. Osgood laughed, surprising himself. Then let's decorate it with laughter. The crowd clapped, an echo rolling down Quill Creek. Karen stepped toward the tow driver, whispering. He shrugged, pointed at the bylaws. Not touching it, he said. She turned back to us, eyes glittering. Then we escalate. Phones lifted. Karen dialed the county non-emergency line. I looked at my crying kids and felt something old inside me stand up, taller than fear, older than dues, tougher than binders. I turned the grill up, flame steady. Labor Day field is open, I said. Sable set cones to mark safe play. Music rose. People swayed, shoulders loosening like knots. The patrol car arrived slow, windows down. Officer Nyla Kincaid stepped out, boots dusty, face patient. What's the heart of this? She asked. I pointed at the kids, still cautious. Karen spoke first, listing codes quickly, like beads. Officer Kincaid listened, then studied the garage door projection. Older bylaws govern, she concluded. Supervised play permitted today. Karen's jaw worked, wordless. Mr. Osgood cleared his throat. Sunset vote to reaffirm, he proposed. Officer Kincaid nodded. As dusk fell, Alba handed sparklers around. My kids laughed again, sparks stitching light across air. We voted under porch lights. Community play approved, fines rescinded, emergency events recognized by majority. Hands rose everywhere, even from folks who rarely waved. The motion passed like rainfall. Karen lowered her whistle, then did something unexpected. She sat on the curb, binder closed. For a breath, she looked small. You're ruining order, she murmured. We're restoring community, Sable answered. Officer Kincaid wrote the results, placed a copy in Karen's hands, a copy in mine. Keep talking, not shouting, she said. The tow truck faded down Farview Avenue. The kids played one last soft game of tag on the grass, feet gentle, laughter careful, moonlight pooling like water. Maris handed Karen a sparkler. She didn't take it. Years later, telling this at 45, I still taste smoke and mustard. The showdown wasn't about lawns. It was about belonging. And on Quill Creek, that day we chose us.